Thank you very much. It's an honor to speak tonight. You guys have played for me. I've heard some of this, but a lot of people don't understand. I'm probably only here because of Lonnie. And I'm glad I didn't have to speak after Lance, because I would have got a little more emotional, but I probably will. Lonnie, to me, I mean, he's saved my career as a player. He got me into coaching college. I was at a junior college here in Iowa in 1992, and I had basically decided I was done playing baseball. I had a really horrible experience as a Marshalltown, you can imagine. I had a really horrible experience, and we lost in the regionals. I think we blew a 13-round lead, and I told my father at the time, I'm done playing, and I'm going to finish my AA degree and then go to Iowa at the break or whatever I was planning on. And that summer, Lonnie calls me, illegally, I'm sure, but he did call me, and I wouldn't answer the phone. I kept telling my mother, no, I'm not going to play. And so our relationship with Lonnie as a family dates back to 1985, and you guys saw my brother played with Lonnie. Lonnie hit second, my brother hit in the 5-hole, and they were teammates for a year, and they went to the World Series. It was a fun team to watch. I was an Indian Hills fan for a couple of years there. But so when we played Southeastern here at Community Field in 1992, Lonnie saw my parents and my brother at the game, and typical Lonnie, what the hell are you doing here? They're out there. He's out there at shortstop. So that's how the connection started. Lonnie called me. He's like, "Hey man, you need to keep playing." And he calls my brother, and my brother talks me into coming down and visiting. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I fell in love with Lonnie on my visit. Just the personality of who he was, and it was kind of infectious. And I thought, man, I want to play for this guy. I want to keep playing. So I played for him in the fall of '92 and the spring of '93. And he was a player's coach. I mean, he let us play. We're going to do things the right way, his way, but we were going to play hard, and we had a kind of a hodgepodge group of guys. One of my couple of guys I played with in junior college were at my wedding, and still talk to them quite a bit today. Good friends of mine, and that's all dates back to Lonnie bringing us together. And then I go to Iowa from here, and Lonnie put me in a position to have a lot of options when I left Southeastern. I visited a couple of Division I's in Louisiana, and then I got an opportunity to go to Iowa, and I played 2 years at Iowa. And as I'm coaching high school baseball in the summer of 1995, I buy an engagement ring, and I'm looking for a real job. Still am, by the way. But I'm looking for a job to get my life started. And I asked my wife to marry me. She probably wants somebody with a job. And lo and behold, Lonnie calls me to coach. And I'm like, heck, what the heck? I try it 1 year. Now I'm trying it 30. But he got me into coaching. He's like, hey, I got a pitching job. I can get you a job on campus. You got to live in the dorm. And coached 1 year with him, and kind of fell in love with him. And he let me be me. And that's, I'm kind of crazy the way it is, but he let me be me. He let me run a pitching staff, and he trusted me. And that says a lot for a first-year coach, 23-year-old out of college. But he put his faith in me, and we had a couple good years together. I coached my brother my first year here. So Lonnie coached my youngest brother, whose son plays for me now. And in 1990 or 2000, where am I at here in life? 2000. No, that's coming back here. So 1998 was my third year coaching here. Coach Ron Walker, who's our announcer right now. And I asked Lonnie his advice. I said, hey, the Mount Mercy job's open. Do you think I should apply for it? And he goes, heck yeah, you should. I think you're ready. And I'm thinking, I'm ready? Okay, if you think I'm ready. So I applied and got that job. I'm sure I was the only applicant, but nobody really wanted that job in 1998. But what I learned from Lonnie is you know, you put some things in place, and I do believe this, and I think my players have heard this, but players win games. You try not to. I think you got to be strong. The practice has to be strong. But I think the game is theirs, and you know, luckily I have good players. They make me look pretty good. But yeah, that was my biggest thing from Lonnie. You put some things in place. You demand it every day in practice, but then you let them play the game and try not to screw it up too much. But you know, Lonnie, I just remember getting the news of his death. I was actually with some friends, and it obviously ruined my night, and it didn't sink in until I got to the funeral home and saw him, and I just, you know, I knew what it did to me. I basically curled up in Larnett's arms like an accordion at the wake and service, and you know, there's days it still hasn't hit me that he's gone, because he did care about the program. He would call, check in on my kids, and you know, it's great to hear stuff about him still. And the one thing I appreciate about this event and the scholarship is the people that you guys pick, the student athletes that you pick. You haven't missed on one yet, and it's a tribute to you guys, but shit, it's a tribute to me. I get good kids, you know. And that's kind of what our program's about. It's about people, families, and people, and you win with people. And I think Lonnie was I think he kind of had that vision without saying it. And I do believe it. I mean, I've coached a lot of kids, and you know, everybody's talking about me winning all these baseball games. I wouldn't have a win if Lonnie didn't call me, quite frankly, because coaching college baseball wasn't on my radar in 2000, whatever year I'm talking, 1995. And but when I came down here in 2005. He did a hell of a job on that one, because he left me. I got the job in August, and I only had 4 guys on my team, so that was fun. That was really fun. But he did let me live with him for a whole semester. So I lived with Lonnie, but he was the one pushing for me to get the job, and I think he had a lot to do with me getting this job. And you know, I always think I suppose I've kind of become, and I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I suppose I've 21 years and winning a lot of baseball games. I suppose I'm the face of Southeastern baseball, but to me, Lonnie Winston is the face of Southeastern baseball. And I think that's, you know, I don't think our guys I probably don't do a good enough job of educating on Lonnie. We do have a team room named after him, so I can see him every day and think about him every day. But yeah, that's my story with Lonnie. I mean, it's, you know, it's tough to think about him being gone, and but he's here, I'm here, yeah. and he had a lot to do with that, and I'll never be able to thank him enough for what he's done for me in this program. Thank you.